Not very often, Brian, we see O'Shea Edwards in the ring with someone who towers over him, even by a little bit. The last time, the closest I can think of would be the Atrocity Cruel. And Cruel took O'Shea Edwards to the limit. Tonight, Donovan Dijak, an incredible package of strength, power, muscle, wrestling savagery. We're going to see what he can do against O'Shea Edwards. O'Shea Edwards never wanted to back down from a fight, though.
During those introductions, I felt the temperature of the air change. I'm not just talking about the rarefied air of Richard Holiday. I'm talking about a big fight feel with two big men. We talked about a Haas fight early on. This is the culmination of that.
And it's interesting that the champion coming out into the ring solo with none of his entourage with him. He is flying under the radar on his own tonight. Sizing up Donovan Dijak in the ring as we are underway in our main event here tonight on Unbreakable.
With the lockup early on, collar elbow tie-up to strength. Dijak switching his feet, trying to send O'Shea off position. It seems to be working.
It's close to an even matchup right now as Dijak with a leverage, his longer legs. But the champion reverses, sends Dijak into the corner. Let's see what kind of break we get here.
Dijak with his hands up. O'Shea taking an opportunity to break at the mind.
That's why O'Shea Edwards, I think, is one of the smartest professional wrestlers in the world today. It's not just about what he can do physically to you in that ring, and believe me, he can inflict some punishment. He knows how to get into your head. He knows how to make you second-guess yourself. And O'Shea Edwards, Brian, always has a game plan when he comes to the ring. He knows what he wants to do, and if it doesn't work, he adjusts on the fly and makes it work. So Dijak is in for a challenge here tonight.
It seemed that the audience, the AXW Nation, they had an idea that somebody had messed up. Dijak clarifying whether it was him, whether it was O'Shea. Here's some chance. Dijak's going to kill you, and O'Shea doesn't get pushed like that often.
Dijak with some mind games of his own right now, trying to intimidate. Think about the chutzpah that takes to try to intimidate O'Shea Edwards. That is a credit to Dijak for trying to implement that strategy. I don't know how effective it would be, because I don't think it's easy to intimidate O'Shea Edwards, but definitely make the champion think.
No pun intended. Let's see the lockup for a third time. We're nearly 1-1 in a test of strength here. Taking the headlock now. Dijak in there tight on the champion.
Wrenching it in, using that strength, squeezing on the neck and the temples of O'Shea Edwards. Ben Barnett perfectly positioned to make sure that doesn't turn into a choke, doesn't slip down into a sleeper.
Down to a knee with Dijak, and with the leverage that he was getting, he was able to keep the O'Shea from being able to get a full range of motion on any back suplex, but now fighting back is the champion, pushing Dijak into the ropes, but the challenger quickly down to a knee once again.
Dijak, you can see he's got those hands interlocked there. Firm grip, just torquing away, putting the pressure on O'Shea Edwards' head and maintaining control. And usually the champ can just toss off a challenger, send him into the ropes and do with him as he pleases, but not so far here tonight.
Oh, trying to lift up the big man once again, unable to get the positioning to do so. And one has to wonder, for as long as O'Shea's been in this hold, you don't train when you're a man that size to be under that kind of pressure for that long. You don't find yourself in these positions often.
And that's where we see kind of a contrast between this matchup tonight, and the previous big man that Edwards faced off in crew. Dijak is smart. He's not just about brutality and club and pounding away. No, he's going to put some holds on. He's going to use that scientific knowledge he has to control the tempo of this match and control the champion.
And the agility for a man his size to be able to land on his feet like that. Oh, coming off the ropes now, unable to send Edwards down.
I think that may have just made O'Shea Edwards angry, and it did. Ducks under that punch.
Rebounding off the ropes here. Shoulder tackle for shoulder tackle. Champion and challenger rebounding off of these ropes. And again, I hope this ring has been reinforced.
Leapfrog there. Two giant monsters, and the champ sent to the floor. That round goes to Dijak. And Edwards is rocked right now. Uncharacteristic position for him to be in.
Look at him feeling frustrated, and again, the absence of the house of cards must be felt, but pulling the big man out by his legs.
I said before that O'Shea Edwards always has a plan. House of Cards isn't here, then his plan does not take that into consideration, does not consider their participation or involvement. He is on his own, and he is fine with that, but he is struggling right now against the might of Donovan Dijak.
Club to the back. You gotta think about the speed that an arm that size must pick up when swinging. Oh my goodness, Dijak. Telling who's who and what's what to the AXW Nation.
Ooh, vicious chop right to the chest.
Looking at the necklace of O'Shea Edwards up there on the turnbuckle.
His battle beads earned through trial by combat.
Count restarting now as Dijak, takes a thumb to the eye at the hand of O'Shea Edwards, hitting a face full of apron as well.
Hard to feast your eye. Well, feast your eyes on that, Dijak. That's what I'll say. Feast your eyes on that thumb. And here comes another one. Oh!
I'll tell you what, I think we have seen a finger dislocated in the history of AXW off of chopping a pole like that.
Dijak now taking control and just driving the champion into the ring post.
Oh, getting the full extension, and again, that is a long arm, the difference of inches. And let's see this once again as the post just absolutely consumes the hand of the one true Kaiju.
Dijak out of the way, and what Dijak just did, Brian, Edwards had to try to protect his head, and instead he ends up taking damage to that shoulder. For O'Shea Edwards, strength is his power game. It's being able to pick people up, throw them around, slam them down, and when that shoulder's hurting, that takes one weapon out of O'Shea Edwards' toolbox.
We're fighting back now. O'Shea Edwards trying to use, his strength, but an additional limb for Dijak. Causes that arm to be pulled, near testing the socket of O'Shea Edwards' shoulder.
And Edwards is motionless right now. He has not fared well with this assault from Dijak, who rolls back in to break the count. And the champ might be hurt, Brian. Dijak may have done some serious damage to the arms and shoulders. Oh, no!
Those chops, now that might be what really makes the difference here. O'Shea Edwards feasting his chest. Dijak all for it.
These kids better be careful. They may end up handcuffed to Andy Weinberg next time we're here at Hamburg Fieldhouse for interference, getting involved in a matchup. Dijak makes his way back in. O'Shea Edwards waits for him. Oh, look at that. Kick to the rope. Catches Dijak.
Acting as a low blow. And sending Dijak out through the bottom rope. Dijak, man, I'll tell you what, if his title opportunity ends at the hands of a countdown after dominating so much of this match.
Take a look, though, Brian. O'Shea Edwards, normally he does something like that. He would be on the outside of the ring. He would be following up with that. He would be delivering some high-powered offense. He is taking a few moments to regroup himself to try to recuperate from the damage that was already done.
I think you're absolutely correct in the mind of O'Shea Edwards, the smarts of O'Shea Edwards. He knows when to play to his strengths. He knows when to take a victory when he sees it in front of him, not add insult to injury like we've seen in the past.
Edwards catching Dijak on his way back into the ring, clubbing away. And the champion now trying to reassert control in this match with shoulder tackles into the corner. Just digging in with his feet. Working over the midsection of Dijak as the referee's counting, giving him that 5 count to get him out of the corner.
So I'm holding on to that midsection time and time again. That has been the difference maker for O'Shea Edwards. Being able to wear down the lower back of his opponents. We've seen it with McWay. We have seen it with Andy Hatter time and time again. The torso is deconstructed by the one true Kaiju.
Setting them up, we know how dangerous and effective that back, that bear hug is, damaging that lower back.
And that back in bad position now. O'Shea pressing down on that second rope.
Taking full advantage of the referee's count, getting up to 4. Dijak now grasping his throat, gasping for air.
On a shot to the midsection, Dijak showing a little bit of life, summoning the spirits here in Hamburg.
Dijak making his way up, another strike to the midsection of the champion O'Shea Edwards. Forearm to the head, trading forearms now. The champion and the challenger here in the main event of AXW Unbreakable.
And Dijak, he has been all over the world. He continues to be all over the world, representing the likes of MLW. One could say for any given fight, you know, why not protect your body? But this is what the AXW Championship would mean to him. To be able to add that to his resume, he is willing to put his body on the line against the likes of O'Shea Edwards.
You just saw what O'Shea Edwards did there. What that said to me is O'Shea Edwards has adjusted his plan. He knows what he's going to do now. He knows what he needs to do, and he is course corrected to try to get an advantage back over Dijak, although so far, Dijak maintaining control. Reversal from the champ, sends Dijak into the corner. Woof! Like a freight train. All the weight of O'Shea Edwards just crashing in, going for the cover, but Dijak kicks out a 1.
Kick out. That is the power of Dijak. I'll tell you what, I think when we saw that splash in the corner there, I think I saw the buckles move and adjust in their sockets. Dijak being subjected to the will, the mass, the force of the one true Kaiju, and now the pectoral muscles, the front deltoids being hyperextended.
All that accomplished by using the knee as a fulcrum, driving that into that back. Continuing to damage the back of Dijak, working on the upper chest now. But look at Dijak, he's starting to power up. He's starting to get that adrenaline coursing through his body, Brian. Trying to fight his way out of this, making his way to his feet.
Hamburg giving the assist, an elbow to the stomach, gets O'Shea Edwards off of him. Dijak a little bit back in control with a big right arm and caught.
Trading blows back and forth. Series of forearms now from Dijak right onto the chin and side of the head of O'Shea Edwards.
Oh, O'Shea able to pull on out, weaving through his Dijak though, catching him with a big back elbow, and the champion now prone in the corner. Dijak is feeling himself.
See the striking ability of Dijak on display. Following that up. Oh! And just the repeat of chops across the chest. I'll tell you what, that is going to be in the back of your mind for the rest of your match. When you were sore and tender like that before being dropped. Challenger going for a cover. 2. Wow.
Big kick out, and there was no cushion on that suplex as well. That was just all height. That was all crash. That was O'Shea Edwards being manhandled like he is not used to.
You don't see it. Here we go with the replay. He just picks him up like with ease, like he weighs 50 pounds, if that. And O'Shea Edwards, not a small man, and Dijak just tosses him right over there and gets a very, very close to a 3 count, 2.5 at least. Look at this now. He's squatting the champ.
Trying to force a break there. Oh, going for an airplane spin before dropping him on his head, almost like a Death Valley driver. O'Shea Edwards somehow getting the shoulder up, much to Dijak's chagrin.
I'll tell you, Dijak right there, I think if he had managed to spin around, change his body positioning a bit, hook a leg, he may have pinned the champ. That was so close, Brian. And again, we are not used to seeing O'Shea Edwards challenged like this. We are not used to having someone take him to the limit at this point in the match. This is where O'Shea Edwards usually exerts control. He starts to show his dominance. But so far, Dijak has stymied his efforts to do that.
Well, Dijak with a hand in the air, calling for it. Looking for a choke slam. But O'Shea Edwards doing his best to resist, trying to break the grip.
The strength. Oh, O'Shea's getting mad. He's getting angry. You see that strength. He does not want to be chokeslammed. He does not want to have that indignity.
The hand tossed up over the shoulder. Dijak putting the thumb up, the thumb down. O'Shea almost going up himself, but instead getting Dijak up on the shoulders.
Got him up. We've seen this. All drives him in. Back of the neck into that turnbuckle. Boom.
Big power slam, cover, and almost a retention.
Wow.
Ben Barnett throwing up the 2 count. O'Shea Edwards shaking his head.
Back to the drawing board for the champ. Here we see the replay. Just look at the strength and the power of O'Shea Edwards on display. Crashes Dijak into the turnbuckle and then just boom, power slams him down and gets 2 3/4.
And we have seen many a big man in pro wrestling put away many an opponent with a power slam of that magnitude, let alone after crashing into that top turnbuckle like that. Dijak.
Edwards placing Dijak up there on that top rope. Man, these are 2 very large men, so anytime the ropes get involved, very dangerous potential, career-threatening injury possible as Edwards climbing up.
Dijak registering the range of motion he has with that pole behind him.
Onto the second rope is the champ, O'Shea Edwards. If he hits a superplex off the top rope, this whole building might shake.
Oh, some shots to the midsection to O'Shea Edwards. Both men precarious up on top, but a hand placed on the throat of O'Shea Edwards.
This could be it. This could put O'Shea Edwards away.
Oh, but instead, the Kaiju resist, pulling up Dijak, up on the top rope.
Wow!
Superplex!
Astounding, Brian. The strength of O'Shea Edwards. We said it before, Dijak is 6'7", and to be able to get him into that position and superplex him. Incredible feat of strength from the champ.
This is the main event as we see the replay here. A superplex from the top from the champion O'Shea Edwards as we roll into a cover. Oh, crucifix from the challenger Dijak. Here for the AXW championship, these 2 behemoths going at each other. Headbutt.
Headbutt right at caught Dijak square on the chin. Edwards now, reversal, sent into the ropes. Oh, catches the boot to the face. 1, 2.
And a big viscous almost puts away the champion, but again the hand raised to the sky. Dijak ready to put down the Kaiju once and for all.
Dijak is feeling it now, and Edwards, take a look at the replay. Reversal sends Edwards into the ropes, and then just that kick right to the face.
Oh, up on the shoulders, almost got the driver once again. O'Shea.
Oh, spear!
Oh, big kick out. And you heard Hamburg rise to their feet
with a collective gasp. I don't think anybody in this building can believe that Dijak kicked out.
See, once again, collapsing into a heap, both men going down in that spear. And it is all for the AXW Championship.
Referee Ben Barnett getting up to 6. O'Shea Edwards on his knees, trying to get back to his feet. The champ is up first. Dijak still down.
Look at him peeling off the tape. O'Shea seemingly done with it, smacking at the challenger.
The champion now measuring Dijak. Still woozy and down from that, trying to get him up. That spear takes a lot. We know he's been working on the lower back, and now again an attack to the abdomen with that spear.
Hoisting him up, spine buster, rolling him through.
Picks him up. We've seen this.
Holding in tight. Oh! The snap, the leverage on that German suplex, coming in with the line now.
Oh my goodness! Flips him over. 1, 2.
Oh! Dijak somehow shoulder up here in the Hamburg Fieldhouse in Pennsylvania.
And for O'Shea Edwards, he is grasping his head. Take a look in disbelief. Picks Dijak up and just turns him inside out. And when Dijak kicks out O'Shea Edwards, just shock and disbelief.
I don't think I've ever heard so much disbelief emanate from an AXW nation.
Everything that O'Shea Edwards has done here tonight to Dijak, Brian, in the last 5 minutes would put away any other competitor. Every single person that Edwards has faced off against, he has been able to put away with moves like that, but Dijak cannot be put down. Oh!
Jay Haru stopping the champ from walking on out. Chair in hand. The bounty was placed on his head by O'Shea Edwards.
This is smart, though, if you're O'Shea Edwards. Let Jay Haru run his mouth. Misses, swings wildly.
We're running back into the ring. Away, oh! Out of the pan and into the fire.
Dijak picks him up. Oh! This could be it.
O'Shea Edwards has kicked out of the choke slam from Dijak, but the big man ascending to the top. There's no way, Pete.
He's going up high.
Pete, there's no way.
Dijak, oh! Edwards out of the way in the nick of time. Picks him up.
The pull.
Oh! Drives him down. He got him. Holy cow, Brian. O'Shea Edwards earned that. He worked for that.
See that choke slam once again, the cover.
Everyone thought that was it, but Edwards kicks